The only place that you're allowed to blaspheme or put a middle finger at in today's American culture, today's corporate culture, today's cancerous global homo culture is Christianity. Christianity is a threat to the New World Order. They're a threat to all these corporations because it's the antithesis of all these people stand for. And that's why they will persist in pushing awful, awful, awful things when it comes to Christians, representations of priests, representations of Jesus Christ. And that's what we have as today's story. I'm sad to report from Marvel Comics. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. And one of my books is The Cosmic Warrior, which I've got up on the screen right now. It's from my shop. I've got my own online shop I sell stuff from. These books are on Amazon also. You can check them out. The Cosmic Warrior is a Christian strong male lead, and I am unabashed about that. I'm very happy to be able to create content like that in a world where this would never be allowed to be published by mainstream comics. They spit in the face of good adventure books like this, with good moral messages. All right, you can get that link in the description below, and I hope you'll support the channel, support the books. I've got all my books on my shop. You can enjoy and check things out. The digital version here, as shown on the left, you get immediately as a download, and of course, I'll ship out the one on the right myself. We will work hard here. All right, Marvel says Jesus Christ was a mutant, and the X-Men can resurrect him. So you want to get into blasphemy, here you are right now. In the current X-Men comics, they're now pushing that Jesus Christ was just some mutant in the past. You know, he was a nothing, a fake, a fraud. This is what they do. You've got pagan gods who are actual gods in the universe. You've got Norse gods. You've got Greek gods. They're all actual real gods in the universe. But when it comes to Jesus, he was just a fraud. He was just a mutant that can be resurrected by anyone. I mean, we've got resurrections on demand. There's nothing miraculous about that in the X-Men at this point. And this is what we have. I can't believe they've really done this and they've gone this far. It's really off the rails. Whoever's in charge of editorial, I don't even know at this point, should really, really have something done about this. It's crazy. And we have a situation here where, here it is. I would be honored if you would talk to me. There's a matter I would broach, Messiah. The blasphemy is out of control in these comics, and it's for a reason, the Nazarene mutant. These people are pushing this type of stuff because they want to discredit Christianity. They want to turn it into a fiction. They want to turn it into something disgusting. And this is something that they didn't do back in the day. If you look, they were very, very different when it came to God, religion, Jesus Christ back in the day. Even though a lot of the guys were Jewish who were writing these things in the 60s and 70s, they knew that they had to be respectful to Christianity to some degree. But in today's culture, they're trying so hard with this LGBTQ nonsense constantly. They're shoving it in front of kids now, intentionally, to try to groom them into these lifestyles. The only moral compass standing in that way, the only religion standing in that way in America is Christianity. Without Christians, these people would be able to make their little child sacrifices like this, to be able to have completely debauched, drugged-up lifestyles for everybody in the country, full-time. That's what they want. That's the agenda that they're pushing. And that's why they have Jesus Christ blasphemed and turned into nothing but a mutant who resurrects, like so many of us. He didn't matter. Nothing he did mattered. Nothing he did was true. Those were all just fables. They don't do that for anything else. You'll never see this in Marvel Comics with, say, the Prophet Muhammad. It's only one thing that'll hit. Even the mainstream media is scared of doing anything with the Prophet Muhammad. You see South Park removed all the episodes containing the Prophet Muhammad as they tried to mock that from HBO Max. It's not allowed. You're not allowed to do this to Islam. You're not allowed to do this to any other world religion. You're only allowed to do this to Christianity. And this needs to stop. The only way to do so, and I always tell everybody, is to put social pressure back. You can't worry about these people calling you transphobe, homophobe, or whatever. You have to be a strong Christian. You have to say, you know what? Those kind of lifestyles are evil. They shouldn't be around children. I don't want you around children. And you have to push back. It's okay. You're allowed to do so. You are allowed to tell people what is right and wrong and hope that they'll change their ways and come into a real life of grace, a real life of God's love, a real life where they can live eternally. And that's what we're trying to do here. I'm glad you guys are following along with us. It gets crazier by the day. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words. Let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be back soon.